G'day fellas and welcome back to our T-Birds draft rebuild. This is the last progression season. Next year we're going for a Super Bowl. I don't know if we're going to be well equipped for that. I mean, this has got to be one hell of a season if we want to do that. We're coming in at 84 overall though, and it can only go up from here. As we all know though, if you have played Madden 20, the overall of your team does not matter at all when it comes to simulation. No idea why, but it's basically, let's flip a coin and if you're 99, you'll probably lose to a 60 overall. With that being said though, we made some massive upgrades to the squad. The offense is kind of just chilling. I haven't really been focusing on Matt Lockhart at all. We're a run it down your throat team. Quincy Wimbley's up to an 81, Josh Jacobs at a 90. Offensive line is coming together quite nicely. I'm hoping that these two blokes right here can go up to 86 by the end of the season at least. And on the defense, we've changed to a 3-4. I haven't read your comments on the last one yet, but this is just what I think is for the best. This also gives us the opportunity to trade away Hall and Crosby. Injuries are off, so it doesn't really matter. We also have Cleveland Ferrell now starting. I didn't even realize he was on the team. I'm not even gonna lie. I completely forgot. Gio Babineau and Justin now at middle linebacker. You love to see it. And of course, in the free agency, we signed Jamal Adams. Now we have two players that have Zone Hawk, which is pretty bloody nice. Marcus Fine is a superstar development, so hopefully we see some progress from him. But first and foremost, let's get this trading out the way, man. John Ross is in free agency. We're not allowed to pick people up out of free agency. We can't do it. If I could, you best believe I would put John Ross on the team with no hesitation. We're in a good spot, fellas. I don't know how I managed to do it, but I got a lot more picks than I thought I would. So we had like 3 4th round picks, 3 5th round picks, etc. I traded them up, traded away a couple of backups that we no longer need, and now we have, what is that, 6 first round picks, a 3rd, a 6th, and a 7th. Those 6 first round picks are going to be so good because we can fill the gaps on the team. Not that we really have any, but getting one last look at the team. I could definitely see us getting a wide receiver, like a really fast one or something like that, just to help out with our quarterback. No need for offensive line, maybe a backup tight end that could be like a 77 or something. Other than that, I don't really know, man. Linebacker to replace It's too early, man. I apologize. I know how to pronounce it. It's too early. Maybe another cornerback even. I mean, we have Mullen who's a 79, but depth can always be key when we're running a 3-4, you know? But with that being said, fellas, let's go test out how this team can do, how they've improved. We're going to play the first 2 quarters maybe. I want to check out how Quincy Wimbley does against the defense, you know? Oh, that's one thing I forgot to tell you guys as well. I changed up the schemes. Wait till I get out the game. I'll show you. Let me jump on my boy Babineau though. Big Gio. Can't get a pick. Oh, that is a dot. I can't hate on that. Mitchell Trubisky. Carl Joseph. Manning him up. One of my favorite players. Oh, what? I don't know how they got that on us, but that's crazy. Let's see what kind of time we can get in the pocket. Obviously, our receiving core is not our best part, but... Okay, you know what? Oh, okay. All right, so this is the second quarter. I've manually chose to take over. We got Case Keenum, but the main reason we're here, Quincy Wimbley. Hey, you know what? He fell forward. I respect that. Yeah, we didn't really get much gameplay today, did we? The key moments just kind of flew through it. Nice block. Oh, if we didn't outspeed our tight end, that could have been pretty clutch. I'm going to try and hit Wimbley, though. I'm just putting that out there. You know what? Probably wasn't the smartest idea, but we get a first down. Quincy, we are not leaving this game until you score a touchdown. All right? There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Just truck somebody, man. Come on, boys. Show me how good you are blocking. Trent Brown, he's the best offensive lineman. He didn't even attempt to get a block there with a guy in front of him. Either way, we get the touchdown. I'm happy, mate. Let's win this game. I'm sick of jumping into these preseasons and just getting toasted by the Giants. Doesn't help when we don't get blocks. We got a truck, though. Get on the ground. Coach wants to take a field goal. Why? It's fourth down. We might as well go for the big win. We've got all the backups in. Let's get Quincy Wimbley going out. It's man coverage. Oh, Case Keenum with a laser. No, it wasn't a laser at all. It was actually quite horribly thrown. Why would you guys put me out here? You know damn well that we aren't get... Oh. That moment when it kicks in, that you're not going to get the ball back. This is awkward. Is this a new glitch? Why is my right tackle just chilling on the screen? Like, isn't it meant to be the coach walking around on the phone? I'm getting scared. Anyway, fellas, I will see you at the midway point. I'll probably talk to you around week 15 as well to see if we got any Heisman cheese. But either way, let's get to progression. So it appears as though this is not a glitch. I've simulated so many weeks, I don't even remember this guy's name. But he's still on the screen, staring my soul down as I sit here silently in my room simulating. But anyway, we are on a 4-3 record. The London Monarchs are in our division. Is that Chargers? Oh, of course it's the Chargers. Let's go ahead and upgrade some players real quick. See how this is actually going. Gio goes up to an 80. Marcus Fine up to an 84. The only problem is I'm not seeing a lot of progression for the offensive linemen that I am going out of my way to train. Like, granted, they've gone up 2 overall, but we are midway through the season. And we're not seeing much progression. Gio Babineau is apparently a superstar development though. You got Unfakeable, I like it. Speaking of which, we have to go check out what the squad looks like. Because we haven't seen this yet. Gio's a superstar. Who else did we draft? Wasn't there somebody else? Oh, Dunbar, that's right. He's a star development. Man, he was like the best player I've ever seen. I'm so surprised he wasn't a superstar. On the plus side, you can definitely see that the team's putting it together. We're an 86 overall, 87 offense, 85 defense. You remember, we were like a 76 overall like 2 years ago. So we run a vertical power run as a scheme. As you can see, 86%, a base 3-4 for obvious reasons. Oakland because it's a power run West Coast scheme, which is kind of what we're going for. And of course, the Pittsburgh defense. I just needed a 3-4. And as long as we mainly are in that, that's all I really care about. On the plus side, there's nobody here I really need to re-sign. So we're saving all of our money for the free agency, which is really good. I got back our defensive tackle and our fullback as well. They're definitely going to help. But this bloke right here who's stuck in the 80s, he played his last game in a Thunderbirds uniform. And this is going to be my first week of scouting. I haven't looked at it all season. It's brand spanking new. Alexander Cox out of USC looks like my kind of player. 3 A-, 6'6". I guess we got to find out what his combine report is. But again, that's a really good start. We only really need a couple of positions at that. Maybe a DT since we run a 4-4 sometimes. I'm mainly looking at wide receiver and tight end though. And it doesn't look like a very strong class for said positions. We have Braden Lincoln in the first round. He looks like a pretty good tight end. Remember, he will come in as a backup as well. So as long as we have depth out there, I don't really care. The last thing I want to take a look at is cornerback. Again, doesn't look very strong. Joe Callahan, the only dude in the first round that looks somewhat good. Yeah, this is why I didn't really scout this year, because there's not really much to improve upon. When it does come time for the combine reports though, I want to go out of my way to find the fastest wide receiver, you know what I mean? Just in case we have some dude who runs a 4.26, even if he's crap, he'll get some play time, you know? Jamal Brazel was awarded the Heisman Trophy today, the Army Strong Safety. So that's 2 safeties in this draft build alone that have won the Heisman. That's how you know this game is kind of unrealistic in a lot of ways. I mean, here he is right. He's a hybrid strong safety. That is the one position we don't need. But you know what? Because we have so many first round picks, I don't really care. I'll draft this guy and turn him into a cornerback. So in case you guys didn't know, in the beginning of the Madden 20 saga, there was a glitch where you knew who really good players were because the second stat is worse than the third, but it's in a weird order, you know what I mean? Like his man coverage is better than his awareness, but his awareness comes first. Oh, that's got me thinking, man. Jamal Brazel might actually be somebody we need to get. Wow, that's a big boy win. 49-7, I like it. If you guys know any really good slider sets, like XP sliders, let me know down in the comment section, right? Because the next draft build that we do, I feel like a lot of shortcomings of the series have been because players aren't progressing at the rate they should be. So to combat that, if we get some good XP sliders, maybe we'll see some more successful draft builds, man. So we did not make the playoffs, obviously. Gio goes up to an 83. This is what I'm talking about. Offensive lineman. Barry Styles is going to hit 86. Connor Richardson's going to hit 82. But it's all over the place. Most of these guys have the same progression rate. And they have different overalls. It doesn't make any sense. Cam Lewis made the Pro Bowl. I still don't think he's the better quarterback. There's no way. Jamal Adams made it. That's good. That's our first player. He's a 99 overall. So our only player that made the Pro Bowl was a 99. Well, since we're here, we'll go check out the stats, the schedule, all that stuff. Marcus Mariota on the Saints. This is the first time I've ever seen this. He wins the MVP. That's crazy. Cam Lewis in 5th. Sergio Tova in 9th. He's a 64 overall. Offensive player, we have nobody. Awesome. Defensive player, we have Gio Babineau. 3rd best. So that means we're basically a lock for defensive rookie. I don't care what anybody says. There it is, Gio, and then Merrill Dunbar in 2nd. We lost a lot of games, but we did get some big wins, like over the Chiefs, for example. We beat the Cowboys. And then you've got games where we beat the Bengals, who were 0-4 at this time, by 3 points. I don't know if inconsistency is our coach's last name. We beat the Dolphins by 3, and then you go to week 15 and we beat the Broncos 49-7. Our quarterback's not really in a position to flourish since we are a run team, and he doesn't have the best receivers. 26 touchdowns, 12 picks, 3,700 yards, I'll take it. Rushing in though, 1,287 yards by Josh Jacobs. Quincy Wimbley coming in, getting 430 yards as well. That is no joke. He got more touchdowns as well. He's playing his role on the team effectively. Receiving end, not expecting much. Hunter Renfrow was the leading receiver. That's good. I like that. Gio leading the team in tackles. He also had a pick. Jamal Adams with 2 picks. I wish we had more interceptions, man. But good to see our rookie Gio coming in incredibly clutch on the first season. In fact, both of our linebackers played amazing. And this is really promising as well. Right guard, left guard, center. I mean, they all played 16 games. And apart from Michael rushing, we didn't really let in a lot of sacks. In fact, Trent Brown let in more sacks than our left guard. I get it. He plays on the edge. There's a higher chance that Trent Brown's going to let in a sack. But still, it's good to see an 80-something overall left guard that we drafted 2 years ago or a year ago only allow 2 sacks in an entire season. And this is the icing on the cake right here. If we can get a big free agent, like I'm thinking, I would have liked to have gotten Jason Kelce or Gallup. We don't have the money. Like, this is typically what happens around the 3rd season anyway. So that's why every free agency matters so much. But let's go ahead and into the draft because that was a waste of time. The Bengals are going to take Joe Callahan. Wow. Wasn't that the guy that I was looking at? I could have sworn I wanted to take Joe Callahan. Either way, Braden Lincoln, the tight end, he's got a 7.1 combine. He's first on pretty much everything. Alexander Cox dropped down to a 2nd round talent. Hold on a second. I'm going to need to take him with the 15th pick. I don't care. For now, let's go ahead and take Braden Lincoln. I mean, we said we need more targets on offense. 79 overall, ranked number 1 in true talent, bro. This dude is a freak. 87 speed, 90 excel. This is a very overpowered tight end. I will be looking at their developments as well. I don't want to wait. There's no point. With the 3rd pick, let's go ahead and take... let's go ahead and take Jamal Brazel. I really want to bust this myth right here. And the only way to do that is by drafting this guy. He doesn't even look that good. He's a 71. So, I don't know. I feel like he's going to be an X factor, though. We'll go check it out after the draft. We have the 12th pick. I'm probably going to take that wide receiver because if I leave him up there too long, he's going to get taken. Alexander Cox, A-, A-, A-. I mean, bro, this is absolutely incredible. He's only a 72. What's his speed like? 88, 89. I think I had higher expectations for him. Can I just point out he's 6'6" and has 94 jumping? That is superhuman almost. This guy would be doing through the leg Vince Carter type dunks. I think we got way too many first round picks. I mean, it's never a bad thing. I'm just saying we have a lot and there's no, like, we don't need that many players, you know? This guy is also 6'6" and runs a 4.42. He's even faster than the last guy. I don't even know if there is a fastest receiver in this draft. I mean, I've pretty much gone through everybody who could be the fastest, and everybody here is not the fastest. We have another receiver here. I just don't care. Let's just go ahead and take Jaron Bernard. This 6'4" guy, not that good. That was a waste. Good thing for us, we have the very next pick. Maybe a cornerback. We also have Trevion McCann. Wow, this guy is a stud running back. Too bad we don't need him, huh? Yeah, there's no good cornerbacks. There was only 1 or 2 in the first round. Let's just go ahead and take Lyndall Alexis. 69 overall. Okay, we are just... I think the computer would probably do a better job than me at this point, because the team is pretty much done. Wow, this team has been turned upside down just like that. Josh Jacobs up to a 92. The offensive line is improving quite nicely. The computer drafted Yarbrough as well. He was a 74. So let's just get right to the point and check out what development these guys are. Obviously, this tight end is so good. Like, I can't even believe he was there. He's a star development. That sucks. Why are the best players always stars, mate? This guy's a star, of course. Why wouldn't he be? Alexander Cox, can you be the player? Star development, of course, he's a star development. We also got Bernard Yarbrough's there as well. I mean, for shits and gigs, we're not going to use this guy. We already have our starting center for life. Star. Let's check out what Callahan is, because he was the first player taken. He's a star. Of course. Again, I'm going to be doing the training every single week. We need every little bit of XP we can get on our way to the playoffs. We come in at an 87, 87, 88. I do not know how this team doesn't make the playoffs. You look at this squad, the O-line is all in the green. In fact, some of them might even hit 90 this year. We now have Lincoln as our backup tight end. Now looking at the defense, I don't know how we're not going to get 10 interceptions at least. Jamal Adams 99, Byron Jones 93, Marcus Fine is an 85. Babineau is just a freak. The dude is up to an 85 after 1 season. I just don't see how we don't dominate this year, you know? I don't see how we don't lead the NFL in something at least. Let me know down in the comment section what you reckon this team is going to go. Made it this far, you are the real MVP. Hope the rest of your day is awesome. And from me personally, I'm out. Peace.